Hey, what's up people, Demiluna here, and today we're going to be talking about the Omega system, and how it works in general, as well as giving you some ideas for Omega builds. However, since almost every build and guide on the forums or MarvelHeroes.info covers Omegas, I'm not going to go into too much detail on how to spend your Omegas. First off, Omega points. Let's take a look. So, Omega points are kind of like the Paragon system in D3. You found a couple of them until this point probably, but you'll probably have no idea what to do with them. So yeah, you will get regular experience and experience next to that towards the Omega system. Like no matter what you do that gets you experience, you will get experience towards Omegas. Each Omega takes about 15 million XP to get, which sounds like a lot, but it really isn't. There are times where you can get 4 to 5 Omegas from one terminal run, but more on that later. So, the Omega system, let's take a look. Do take note, I'm actually capped on Omegas, 7,500 being the max at the time I'm making this video. And at this time there are 8 trees unlocked where you can put your points into. Now, maxing all the nodes, let's just take one tree. Maxing all the nodes in the Omega system would take around 240 or 340,000 Omega points. The cap being 7,500, that's not going to be possible. So you'll have to make choices as to where you actually want to put your Omegas, whilst getting the biggest advantage out of your Omega points. Now, all these nodes vary in what they do and in usefulness, because not every node even is very useful. Some have drawbacks giving you a bigger advantage, others just give you an advantage, but usually cost a little bit more. Let's take a look at the Cerebro node here. This is great for mental heroes, mental damage based heroes, but it does lower your defense, thus your overall survivability by a little bit. Now let's take a closer look at my Omega allocation here. Yeah. You may be wondering, why are the points spread out like that? Why not just have Sunfire at rank 10 and Polaris at rank 10 for 10% energy damage? Basically, it has to do with point efficiency and how much damage you can get out of your points. It's cheaper to have both Sunfire and Polaris at rank 5 than it is to have either one of them at rank 10, and you'll get the same damage out of it. It is with such a mindset that you want to allocate your Omegas. Like if I flip through my Omegas, you'll see that I almost have no nodes maxed anywhere. Like there are some that are maxed, but most of them are actually just a few points, and that's because of the point scaling. The point cost scales in a linear fashion, so if the first one will cost 40 points, the second one will cost 45. And you basically get the same damage out of it for every point in it, so the more points you put in it, the less damage you get out of it per point spent. So, yeah, that's about how you want to look at this. But, like I said, because most guides and builds actually cover Omega allocation, I'm not going to go into too much detail. If you don't have a lot of Omegas, this is the note you want to look at first. Spintac and Nanotechnology. This is the one you want to max first on all your heroes. And it takes about 500 points to max. So, and after that you can just start allocating the points as per your build or guide you're following. And that'll get you rolling. Now, as for farming Omegas, the best way to farm Omegas is boss rushing Cosmic Terminals. By that I mean just ignore all enemies, just rush to the boss, kill it, and go out, reset, do it again. Cosmic Taskmaster being the fastest and most efficient terminal to do this in. This is also the easiest way to level legendaries, if you have the gear to do so. So if you can't farm Cosmic Terminals efficiently yet, just wait until you get better gear. However, instead of just rushing Taskmaster, you could also focus on other bosses for their boss-specific loot, or you could level more alts for more hero synergy experience, which in turn will speed up the process as well, because it does affect Omega experience. So basically, while the Omega system is a really important endgame, it shouldn't be your main focus at first, because you want to focus on gearing your heroes, getting more heroes to level 60, etc. So, now, when I said that you could get a lot of Omegas per run, is because of the events that go on sometimes, which will make Omega farming much faster. Like the Cosmic event and the Omega event. I will make a video later covering all the events and what they do and are good for. Just know that when it's Cosmic or Omega event, you will want to be farming Cosmic terminals if your gear can handle it. Now, that about covers what I wanted to cover in this video. Next week I will be back with another one covering the green and / red Muspelheim raid. If you have comments, thoughts, feedback, comment down below, let me know. I will link my live stream in the description. I stream a lot, so drop by if you want. And yeah, I'm out.